Okay, hold on. There's one enemy jet left. Look at all the missiles that's fucking flying at him.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like an anime. Like, Jesus Christ. There's so many missiles coming at him.
Look at it. It's just a.
Here, let me add my own set.
How many? I mean, God. How much chat do you have? Claire?
How is he not getting hit?
All the
Because
chat
he's
before.
pulling a high G turn the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and he can only keep it up for. Oh my god! Look at all this. Everybody's like, move in.
Is this the last guy? There he goes.
Jeez.
Oh my god! Look at all of it, lighting him up.
Oh.
Did we do it? That's all you can hear on there.
Uh-oh.
There's the target.
There we go.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I better make sure this is streaming the proper thing instead of a guess of, hey, what is it streaming today? This one? I think I clicked this one.
There we go.
Oh crap, I forgot to turn that on. Okay, I'll fix it.
It's a mess today.
Yeah. Okay, it might do one or two things. Alright. It cleared it. Okay, good. I have control.
This is where the scuffle becomes interesting.
None. Just for that, I'll run an ad. Kills time for a moment.
Where is
Show
my...
up to...
There it is.
So today, yeah.
Look at you.
Where is one of them? There he is.
No, it's over there. Oh, it's over there. Ow. Just... Here we go.
What the fuck?
Excuse me. Oof. That came in something. I feel better now. Blah.
Alright, energy drink number 2. Let's go.
Oh, good. All right. I don't think he showed it this
I
time.
think go gunsmith. That's where it was gonna go. This one. Shotgun. Oh, okay, that's good actually.
Shotgun. Shotgun.
Because I'm working on bounty hoarding because I've at rank 233, so I don't need the XP anymore.
Shotgun.
I mean, I'm GM ready. I'm at like 1591, I think, for power. So I can do GMs, and then I've already gilded Conqueror this season actually. So
Jeebus.
buddy of mine basically just jacked my my catch up node because he wanted to get Silicon Aroma, and he didn't get one. All he wanted was snapshot opening shot with fluted barrel, and I think it was a handling or stability masterwork, and he didn't get it.
I've gotten like one of them, and it was a shit roll, so I just immediately dismantled it.
Oh, no, I have 3, I believe, that are like okay. None of them are PvP good. None of them are good for PvP, I don't think. But they're all like okay and fun. Yeah, so I got snapshot demo, triple tap firing line, and triple tap frenzy.
Demo.
What are you looking at?
Demo. I don't
Of
know.
what?
I just keep saying demo because I hear the word demo. It's like, wait a minute, demo?
Oh,
It's my
I
brain just
turned the audio down.
demo. Demo.
Demo. Goddamn. One of them days, isn't it? I'm glad everyone's as tired as I am because I don't want to be here and everyone's like ready to go and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah,
We're just gonna power through. We're like, yeah, we're here. We're just gonna do this. Screw this.
It's just rescheduling at this point right now would be more difficult, and it's just
Yeah.
like, fuck it, let's just roll with it.
Yeah, no.
I'm the only one not tired.
Maggie, get tired, please. I can't handle you not be.
I'm being
Man,
propped up by
yeah.
caffeine strings.
I mean, I'm typically quiet. Is that helpful?
I suppose it is.
I guess. I mean,
I'm just here through sheer fucking will at this point.
yeah. I mean, that's a lot of
I
us
have
right
to-
now. Is
If I wanted to like
he's
get
the
something
man
to
of
keep me going,
focus.
I'd have to go and make tea, and that would take a while.
I mean, that's why I'm kicking back a few energy drinks to power through.
I'm on autopilot.
Like, I will make this work.
I'm not allowed to be tired.
What is it? It's
It's
25
tired.
You can sleep when you're
Chaplain
dead.
Vex.
Exactly.
Solar Vex, actually.
Who said you get
That's
to
what it
sleep?
looks good.
Who said you get to sleep? Nobody said
Bang.
you get to sleep.
So I'm using that new Starfire build for Solar Warlock. It's so damn good. It's a build that's actually like viable in endgame content because it just shreds everything.
This. Okay, got that screen there. Okay. And then I will hit this button. It brings up that screen. Stream Deck hasn't been operating correctly. I'm gonna have a fight with it.
Oh,
Okay, kiddo. Sorry, I just saw your
I have
messages.
38% shotgun. And
Surprised you're here. Okay.
you get Solar Vex kills, and I'll go to the Asterian Abyss when I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Oop, oop.
Advisor, I don't mean to interrupt your amazing piloting and all that, but
I forgot that
do you
was
mind
still
hopping
going
in
on.
the game?
Yeah, I was completely immersed in that boss fight.
You were. That's why I was like, "Hey, I know you haven't joined in the game yet, but
Could you please?
It's funny you said that like right at the end of the mission too.
Yeah, that's what we're starting now. Thank you.
I'll take some pizza rolls.
ooh, pizza rolls."
Oh.
I haven't eaten today, so pizza rolls sound really good.
It really does.
How
It
close
does.
am I to max bounties? Nowhere
All
near
right,
close to max bounties.
we ready to start?
Mhm.
Let's
Say
do it.
so.
Sure.
All right.
I'll stop that.
Yeah, I know you like to go look at dice for a little bit, but we're already like way past our start time, so.
Half an hour, exactly 28 minutes past. Excuse me.
Listen. We
Stab you.
gotta go. All right.
Probably
Again, if you're interested in any of the books and anything about the game, velvetfanggames.com/DandDestiny. All the books are free. Go ahead and check them out. Again, give them some love, support them, because without them, this game is not possible. So with that said, let's jump back into it.
Yeah.
When we last left our heroes, Uros, Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo 11, Ash 6, and their ghosts, Diving Bell, Paradox, Nova, and Dragonfly, the party had some time off and decided to get together at Malachi's club to watch some Crucible matches. As the party settled in with some drinks and some camaraderie, Elias received a message to meet at the front of the Crucible arena. Here, Elias met Darkstar, the mysterious hunter who had been recently dominating the Crucible and making a name for themselves. She revealed herself to be Remy, a hunter who was pulled back in time thanks to Godhand and knew the team from the future and sought their help to go back. Remy had access to a sensor node that would help them track temporal disturbances in an attempt to track Godhand, and Uros decided to go with her to assist her in installing the sensor. After installing it and running a test, an anomaly was detected in the north end of the city, and now the party rushes to investigate the anomaly. Uros, your ghost, a Diving Bell, does radio ahead to everyone and sends out coordinates for everyone to go meet at this location. So you guys that stayed back or went back to the club, you guys got a message to go meet up at the north end of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All right. So, Uros, we're gonna start with you. You're running with Remy through the city. You guys are pretty much in a full sprint at this point. It's nighttime. It's the dead of night. So the traffic of people walking around is pretty minimum.
So we got nobody really getting in our way too much.
There's a few people like kind of like walking the sidewalks and like walking the streets, but it's very few. It's a very sparse traffic
okay.
at the moment.
Good. Okay. Ooh.
So Remy's up running ahead of you. Do you try to keep pace with her or try to go faster?
No, I'm just gonna keep pace with her because I didn't.
All right, she's running very fast.
Okay, so I'm just gonna keep pace with her. That's all.
All right, so for you to keep pace with her, it's a little bit of a struggle. Like she's moving really, really fast. Like you're able to keep up with her to at least to stay with her, but you're noticing you're having to put forth a lot of effort to keep up.
Damn, old man.
Yeah, that's like, well, considering to her, we are the old ones. It's
Well,
like
we're the younger versions. Of
yeah, but we're the younger versions.
we're
but
still
to her,
we're still old.
yeah,
to
we're
her.
still
Well,
old.
here's
to
the
her.
thing: is Matrix going full out?
Yeah,
or Earth's running full out running.
would it be? I guess
He would have to in order to keep pace with Remy.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay. It's like, dang.
God damn. Okay.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Do be like that.
She's kind of looking back. Come on, keep up.
I'm trying to. You're running faster than me.
Future is now, old man.
Like, holy crap. Like, I don't have
All
any
right,
faster
so-
speed. What do you want from me?
So it takes you guys a couple minutes, just in a full sprint, but you guys will be the ones to first to arrive. But before we do that, rest of the party, you guys receive this message to meet up here. Are you guys just going straight there, or do you have anything that you want to do first?
We're all prepared for like a fight, right? We have all our stuff on us, right?
Yeah, you're still equipped. You didn't leave anything behind.
I mean, I personally would just like to head over there now.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys want to. If you
I
guys
mean-
want to go get something first, I can go help out.
I mean,
That's
I
why
would-
that's what I was asking. If you guys want to do anything before that.
I was gonna say I don't even remember where the fuck I was.
I think you're still you're still just like chilling. I think. I don't think you actually.
What are you doing?
Oh no,
Master?
we had just come back from getting the fucking sensor node, so I don't even remember Like,
Oh,
So
actually,
the rest of you guys basically went back to Malachi's, and then Uros and Remy went to go install the sensor.
okay.
we gotta look up.
That's as much as I remember. It was like, oh wow.
Yep.
I mean, I still need to sell my old armor, but that can wait till another time. So
He's gonna
ready
go
to go.
bargain right now.
I'm going because
It's the dead of night. I mean, the shops are kind of closed at this point.
Nah,
Oh,
go
if
ahead,
So
go
there's
for it.
a
if the
you
shops
know
are
there's a
closing, yeah, just
7-Eleven
go.
nearby.
Yeah, it's the dead of night. Like
You
they're
find
not
that-
open right now.
You find that one that's a midnight shop and it's open late.
Yeah.
Very sketchy though.
A 24-hour forge.
Yeah. Welcome to 24-hour Forge.
It's the Walmart forge.
Walmart for. Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking
Hi,
All right.
welcome to Walmart. What can I do for you?
yes, I'd like
All
to
right.
sell this in class tomorrow.
All right, so since you guys don't have anything in mind, so you guys will be arriving here in just a moment. Uros, you and Remy arrive on the scene first, and immediately it's a construction site. Like there's a paved road that's going up north. You can kind of see where it's being plotted out where they're going to be building these new buildings. And there's a bit of a open area kind of in the center of it. But in the center of this, there's something very odd sitting right in the middle of it. Make a perception check for me.
Don't do it as a trap.
I know. I don't want to.
You're just perceiving it. There's
Yeah,
no
it's a
trap.
trap.
I'm
It's,
just
trap.
perceiving
It's a
it.
perceptual trap.
yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's a. If you see it, you die.
Yeah, I can't see nothing. I'm safe. Okay, we're good.
I
It's the
can't see
Medusa
you,
of
you
Destiny.
can't see me.
No, it's Shy Guy from fucking SCP.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Would it be with like an
So,
advantage or what is-
Yeah, you'll have advantage of this one, just because Remy is basically going to help you with
okay.
perception of this.
He's gonna help you see.
Good
old
because I'm
man.
blind. Yeah.
So, right in the center of this open area, there is a large floating 9-foot tall obelisk.
Oh, lovely.
Mhm.
Guys, quick, where's the taken?
And Remy just looks at you like, have you seen that before?
No, this is new. Can I broadcast an image to the rest of them that while they're on their way?
Yes, you can.
Because I'd like to do that. Just pretty much having like DB broadcast that to them so they can
Yeah,
see it.
so
on the
yeah,
way.
DB will pop out at your side, and you see he's kind of like right beside you, looking at this thing.
You guys seeing this?
Guys,
So, what does the obelisk look like exactly?
You was gonna shoot it.
so
No, I just wanna know more detail.
so it's I guess it's about 9 feet tall. It is dark grayish. It's very smooth looking. It's not. There's corners to it, but the surface of the obelisk itself looks very, very smooth.
Is there like any way to determine where it came from, or would I have to like be there?
You'll need to be there. Just from looking at the
Okay.
picture itself, this is something that none of you guys have ever seen before.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh boy. Okay. Remy. I'm gonna ask Remy if she's seen anything like it before. Because I
Remy
wanna-
just shakes her head, and Sapphire pops out too, and is looking at this and goes, "I've never seen anything like this."
It's the TVA.
So Remy just kind of looks at you, Eros, and just says, "Should we go take a look?"
Let's go take a look, but let's be a little stealthy about this. We don't see anybody else or anything else around.
No, there's a lot of construction materials around you, some beams, some vehicles that were used to carry some of the stuff here, but for the most part, like there's really not a lot here. There's no people that are around.
Okay. I'm going to tell Remy, yes, let's go down, but cautiously and stay stealth as much as we can right now.
I'm with you on that. And she immediately starts quietly moving closer to it.
I'm right ahead of her, just doing the same.
All right, so as this is happening, the rest of you guys will approach. And as you guys are coming, you're approaching from another direction. So the path that you take here, there's a little bit more of field to this. Like, is where you're looking out north of the section here, this is all wide open country right now. Like, this is all being basically leveled out to be built for more city. But right now, at this point here, this is just wide open field in this particular section where this construction site is.
Interesting.
So you guys will approach, and you do both see Remy and Uros begin to approach the obelisk.
So I assume that just civilians found this while they were digging the place, while they were
No,
getting the
so
place ready. Or did
this
it
was
appear?
found by testing out that temporal sensor that Remy had.
No, I mean like okay. Oh, okay. So like nobody, no like not nobody.
No
else
one's
knows
reported
here.
this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
cool.
one's
I
reported
was just
this.
curious because you said it in the like construction site, so I didn't know. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. No, this has not been reported by any civilians.
Okay. Cool. Hmm. So we're here now. Is there any more detail that I can kind of glean from it now that I'm actually in front of it, or?
Yeah. So as you do approach it, I guess what kind of details are you looking for specifically? Like, are you trying to like look at history to see if you have any knowledge of this, or like?
It's that, and also if I can like discern a purpose for it, or if it's like, or maybe if I can discern,
Who made it?
yeah, whether it's like paracausal or not, because it probably is paracausal, and if it is, I want to know what kind of force it is.
Sure.
You know, like-
So for this, I will have you roll intelligence. Just a straight
Oh
intelligence
right,
for
let
me.
me see. Hold on,
Also,
I'm
are there
doing
any symbols or anything on it? Now that we're close
that
to
as well
writing?
is also something I want to check.
I'll tell that after the roll here.
Okay.
So intelligence 21.
21. Okay,
Nice.
good.
That ain't-
So as you're observing this obelisk, there's no discernible markings on it itself. It's a very smooth metallic surface to it, and it's hovering about 3 feet off the ground. But it's not like in a hover where it's kind of in motion. It seems almost like it's locked in place. Like it's not moving at all to wind or to gravity. As far as ascertaining its purpose, it's really hard to say what these could be for, because without really knowing what the design of it is and what it's meant for, it's speculation at this point.
Well, instead of cow tipping, I guess we're going obelisk tipping.
Yeah. So I can't like discern much about it then.
Well, I mean, as far as you're able to tell, the material of it is, again, it's very metallic. There's a shine to it. You'd actually have to go up closer to it and try and grab a sample of it to actually do more investigation into it. Because the metal you can't readily identify just on observation.
This is kind of stupid, right? I kind of want to see if if it's. I want to just like put my hand on it and kind of try to spin it a bit. I want to see if it's like properly fixed or if it's just kind of floating there with no if it's just kind of if it is fixed in that area of space, or if it's just kind of not moving
Okay.
for whatever reason, or just not moving. I want to
All
see
right.
if it's like
If it'll move.
consequential at all.
Sure,
I want
sure.
to see if it being fixed in space is actually consequential. If it's just it's floating, but it's not bobbing around.
I follow you. So now I need to ask before we start this: is everyone around the obelisk at this point?
I'd probably be way back checking security, like making sure that nothing
I
else
figure
is around.
Remy and I are probably close right by too, because
Yeah, you two are right up next to it. So Ash, Eros, and Remy. Theo, are you with them, or are you following Elias?
I would believe I would be defending the area, so probably with Elias.
Okay. So Ash, Remy, and Eros, as Ash reaches out and touches the obelisk, the three of you are snapped into a vision.
Ooh, a vision! I love visions.
woo!
The world around you literally warps and changes, and now you're standing in the middle of a metropolis. There are people,
Sorry.
there are crowds of people running through the streets, and they are screaming.
Ah,
You looking around, you can see there are smoke pillars rising off in the distance, and you hear the sounds of a lot of gunfire.
can we identify anything like? Is this the last city, or is this just some other?
Yeah, I was gonna say
You yourself wouldn't know, but
I
as
mean-
you're looking at this, Remy turns around and she says, "My home." And
I was gonna say, Dave, there is a giveaway, the Traveler.
Yeah.
mhm.
but
So the traveler is not above the city.
Oh shit!
Hey, it's Sabathoon's timeline.
I guess. I guess Remy saying that it's her home kind of confirms that it is the last city. That is interesting, then. If the traveler isn't there,
As this vision continues and you see more people just running past you, and some of these people are even running kind of towards you, but as they get close enough, they just pass right through you. They just pass through you like a ghost.
are we stuck where we are, or can we kind of walk around? Because if we can walk around,
You
I kinda wanna walk
can
towards what they're
walk
running from.
around a little bit, yes.
can I move towards what they're running from to see if I can?
yeah, I was gonna say, can
See
we
it?
kind of see what's going?
Yeah.
It's like
You do move a little bit forward, and as you move, excuse me,
But
energy drink just coming back up.
that's to keep him awake. Don't worry.
Not that kind of up. Shut up. So Remy's following you guys, and the three of you start walking up, and there's the sound of more and more gunfire as you're going up. You're almost having to fight the sensation to push past people, just because you're used to, like, if someone's coming at you, you try to move out of the way, and you're fighting the instinct to kind of do that. These ethereal beings are just passing right through you as you're going by. And as you do approach, there is a figure that Ash and Uros would recognize very well. Except his armor's changed. It's a little heavier and a little thicker,
Oh, that's fun.
but it is unmistakably God Hand.
Yay.
Does he? Let's see. How do I put?
Yeah, can he see us, or what? Is that what you're asking?
No, well that too, but also, oh god, I'm thinking of his armor. Is this armor like I
Or
guess
is it
newer than what we've seen him in, or is this?
It would be, yes. This
Okay.
armor that he's in looks thicker and heavier
Okay.
than his former armor set.
Okay, I wanted to be sure.
But you're still able to see the Ahamkara bones, and it's undeniably him. But he seems to have been a little more beefed up. And you're watching him just slowly walk through the city. His arc energy is sparking off him, and people are running in terror. He's literally starting to walk up in your general direction. Do you react?
We're probably.
I kind of want to do a potentially stupid thing. And I want to see if he can. I just want to kind of
see if it'll
wave my arms a bit to see if he can actually see me, or if he's just part of the vision or something.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm cautious about it. It's like,
If there's one thing I am, if there's anything I am, it's definitely not cautious. Let's be honest.
More dangerously curious. There we go.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like trying to like wave a bit to get his attention. Am I understanding that right?
Basically, yeah.
I've got my hand on my hand cannon, pulling it out a little bit out of my holster, and I'm just sitting there like,
Well, I'm ready to chuck a grenade his way if he actually does try to kill us. So
the figure that you see just continues to walk forward towards you, not really seeming to notice you.
Oh, that's fun.
But as it gets closer, I'd like for you to both of you to make perceptions.
Oh,
hold on a minute. Let me just.
I'll do mine.
There's perception? Oof. Ouch! I cannot see shit.
So, okay, so Uros, that color of that armor looks strangely like the same color as the obelisk.
That's fun.
At this point, the figure gets right up close to you, and it stops right in front of Remy. Remy steps back, and she pulls out a collapsible staff that she just snaps open. And she takes a defensive posture.
Is God Hand moving or doing anything?
He is stopped. Just stopped. And standing right in front of Remy.
Is he looking at her or in a particular direction, like at the obelisk? Would I see that?
You can't really tell. Because the obelisk is not in the place where you started in the vision.
Remy, come over here. Slowly. I want to see if he's following her. I want her to
her grip tightens on her staff.
Just move slowly toward me.
She slowly starts sidestepping. And the head of Godhand turns with her.
Oh.
Oh.
She immediately reacts to this and goes for a swipe. And as soon as her staff makes an impact, the three of you are standing in front of the obelisk again.
Oh.
Okay, that was interesting. Remy, are you okay?
Remy's eyes are wide at this point, and she's like breathing a little heavy.
I walk over and put my hand on her shoulder. Easy. Breathe. Slow down. We're not there right now.
That was just like,
That is.
that's what happened just before I was brought back here.
So that was when you encountered him.
Yeah. I'll never forget those eyes. But it was just like that. He didn't say anything to me. He just stared at me. And then next thing I know, I wake up here.
Well, you're here now. We'll figure it out. Is the I'm assuming the obelisk is still standing there, like you said.
Yep, it hasn't moved an inch.
Now, would Elias and Theo seen this, or were we just standing there?
So, yeah, let's actually get to that. So, while they're investigating the area, you three snap into the vision, but nothing happens to the outside because they're far away. So they're patrolling the area. All they really see is the three of you just standing there staring at it. They don't, and it's really hard to see if like you're doing anything unusual. You're standing there around the obelisk.
Fucking weirdos.
Shut up.
This vision in real time only happens in a few seconds.
Fun.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Theo and Elias, you see Remy kind of step back a bit, and she seems to be reacting to something, but you guys don't really necessarily know what yet because you're not up close.
How far away are they from us right now?
That depends. How far out do you guys patrol the area?
About a good, probably 50 meters to establish a zone.
All right, so I mean, you're not far away then. So like you
So
guys are still within visual range easily.
Visual and okay. I turned Elias, Theo. Did you see that? Because I'm assuming they wouldn't have seen it.
Y'all looking like crackheads and staring at a floating obelisk? Yes.
No. Ash touched it. We all, well, us three, we were somewhere else.
For us, you've been here the entire time.
We saw something.
So we saw something. We saw, and I looked down at Remy's future.
Meaning a premonition?
Premonition or an event where she ended up here. And we got to see Godhand.
Remy kind of sits down on a boulder, just kind of sitting in the way there, and kind of lays her staff on her shoulder and just sits down and is looking down.
I kneel down to her. Just, you okay?
I wish I knew. This whole situation is just so batshit insane. I've fought in some of the most powerful creatures that we've ever come across, and yet this thing, it's like it goes right into the soul.
Yes, whatever it is. Or who. And I kind of look up at Elias. Just briefly, it's like, we have to figure out how to stop this.
What we should probably do is secure this thing. I'd rather not
Not touch it?
possess it to it. Well, no. I'm tempted to touch it again actually, because I feel like it can tell us something. I feel like it could tell us more maybe. At the very least, I'd rather not lose access to this. It seems like it could be a
Well,
nice bit of research.
did it move at all after Ash touched it?
Nope.
Okay. Depending, we will have to secure the site. We're gonna have to get something set up, a perimeter, and
Which means we might have to tell the Vanguard about this.
I walk up and I look at the obelisk. I want to just look at it and see what it. I want to touch it myself now. I'm like,
I'll touch it.
I kind of want to touch it again. Let's touch it again.
Hang on. Well, I look at it and I look back up at Elias and Theo. Godhand's armor was different. It was like this, and I'm pointing toward it. It was made of this kind of material. Whatever thing we saw, he could see her. He wasn't interested in Ash or myself.
Maybe he could see things that were only related to that timeline.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, maybe she was actually there.
Well, she did say, and
That-
I'm careful when I look at it.
She nods. I was there, or
Yes.
that was me before I came here. It's hard to explain.
I just,
Imagine talking about the future.
it's like,
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
so, well,
So we saw what happened to me before I came here.
No, I get that. I was just saying.
yeah, yeah, it's in. Did you guys want to see too? We can touch it again. I just look up at him.
I mean, is there any guarantee that it will show it again?
We
it
don't
could've
know
been
unless
just
we
a
try.
thing.
Well, and also, you looked right at Remy. I don't know if she would be safe
That is a good point.
because I don't know if we can even interact with him. I was ready to shoot at him.
Well, I was waving my arms around like an idiot, so there's no way I was waving my arms around like an idiot. He didn't do anything, so there's no way he saw us.
How about this? If I step back with Remy about where you guys are at, you come down here. Ash, you can touch it again or have one of them touch it and see what happens.
Yeah, if we can, maybe we'll see the same vision or a different vision. Who knows?
So I'm like gesturing to Remy. Why don't we move back to where Elias and Theo are? They move up and maybe something will change.
Yeah, sure. She grabs the staff. She's still kind of holding it a bit kind of nervously, but she grabs it and she walks with you.
Keep it out just in case. You never know, little one.
Yeah, I know better than that too. That's why I have it ready.
So we go up
All right.
to about where they're at. Are you two gonna go down and try it too?
What is this,
Do you
fucking
guys
roller
like to
coaster?
see the future?
This is ridiculous.
We're dealing with something that is a total unknown. I feel like seeing the future is
Okay.
kind of.
How about this? I'm gonna go back down. Remy, you stay up here with these two. I go back down to Ash. And this time,
Plus,
I
you
was
really think it
gonna-
would be wise for me to go.
we'll see if it get a different reaction. But no, you guys stay up
Yeah.
there. No, we're good. I reach out and I touch the obelisk with my hand. Full hand on.
Just
Okay,
Anything?
so All right. Now, who's nearby you in
It's
all
just-
this?
Just me, and it's just Ash and Uros.
Yeah.
Okay, just the two of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens?
So you're immediately snapped into a vision, but this one's very different.
Mhm.
Uros, you see yourself fighting in a rock field. You're fighting another hunter. You're fighting with swords, and you're going back and forth, trading different shots. Make a perception for me.
With him
17.
betting money that it's Uros he's fighting.
I'm fighting myself.
As the fight goes on, you're getting pushed back very hard. This is a fight that you're struggling very hard to keep in. You're knocked backwards into a rock wall. You're looking very bloodied and very close to beaten. You're clenching your hand cannon. You're slowly trying to raise the hand cannon up, but this figure cuts off your hand and the weapon drops.
I am your father.
Can I recognize the other hunter at all?
The armor configuration is not like one you've seen. But
So
it's
am I there as well,
unmistakably
by the way?
another hunter.
Is there any
I'm seeing this as well. Yes, just to make sure.
Yep, you are seeing this as well.
So I'm trying to see, is there any distinction, like emblem or a mark or something on the armor?
I would like to look for that too, please.
There is actually. I won't have you guys roll for it either. On the attacking figure's chest, there are 3 distinct claw marks going across the chest.
Like painted on, or is it, or like scratched into the armor?
They're like painted on.
Oh, edgy boy. That's interesting then.
So as the fight continues, you do hear the attacking figure speak out. Any last words?
Oh,
Whoa. Okay.
And you immediately raise your cannon right underneath its chin. And you're back in the real world.
so it would seem that. I kind of want to have them touch it now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I know. I'm sitting there more excited about it. It's like, what was that? You saw that too, right?
Yeah, Uros is getting into the spirit of science.
Guys,
Just throwing
you
shit
gotta
at the
come down
wall
here
and seeing
touch
what
this thing.
sticks.
You should see what happens.
No.
Okay, well, not you, Elias. We already know you. Never mind. Theo, you gotta come look at this thing.
Well, no, for all we know, no, because what we saw in there was Remy's vision.
Yes, but you touched it. We saw Remy's. I touched it. We saw mine.
I'm just dead, I guess.
Is it because you're exo?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're a robot. You fucked.
Robots don't get to see their own futures.
Wow.
Oh no,
Wait,
we should have Theo touch it.
Theo, come
We
here.
should have
Come here.
Theo. Yeah, no, we need to have Theo touch it.
Come here. You gotta touch
They're
this
really-
thing.
They're really not gonna let this down, are they?
No, we're not,
No,
because this
no.
could be. This is one. It's really interesting, and two, it could be helpful.
While they're doing this, I've already contacted the Vanguard.
Don't you
Like-
fucking
like-
dare! I don't want them to
like-
take this from me.
We're like playing
Like-
with it.
Yeah.
So you woke up Nikon from this because it's in the dead of night, and he says, "I'll send someone down immediately."
All right.
While he's doing that, Theo, come here. Touch it. Touch it.
Touch it, Theo! Touch it,
Yeah,
Theo!
Nikon hears that in the background.
Should I?
He goes, "I don't think I want to know what you found."
You kind of do, because we might be able to see into different timelines.
Should I feed into the desire?
Okay,
just
I
get
woke
down
up
here.
to this. Give me a few minutes, I'll be down there. And you just hear the line cut.
I'm just like looking at Elias, like, should I feed into their desire or?
No, I think
I
maybe you
mean-
should tease them a little bit. Act like you're gonna go, but don't actually go. And I'm saying that on a private line to him, like, because we still have our helmets on. Nobody else heard me say that.
If he's not gonna touch it, I'm just gonna touch it again.
The Vanguard doesn't know about Remy.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Oh.
Did they ever?
They
Find...
know her as Darkstar, the
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
No, I
the
told them
Crucible
about
Hunter.
No, I told them about another fucking time traveler.
They
Oh,
just
you
don't.
fucking snitch.
I told you that was last session.
That doesn't stop you from being a fucking snitch.
Wow.
Just fucking
He
snitch.
didn't say her. I don't think he said her name to him.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
just that they're this other person. It's like, okay. Theo, touch it.
Theo, come on, dude. Just do it, please.
Oh,
We'll be here with you.
We will, actually.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Well, you can close your eyes.
I guess I'll go ahead and fucking fulfill their desire. Fucking touch it. If anything happens,
Okay.
Done it twice already. Nothing's gonna happen. It feels weird though.
It tingles.
Theo, you touch the obelisk, and again, you're snapped into a vision. Now, the rest of you, aside from Elias and Remy, you're all around seeing this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Theo, you're engaged in a hand-to-hand combat fight with a figure twice your size. You're matching him for strength.
if I didn't have my mask on, I'd be grinning.
You're matching him for
Very heavy.
strength despite the size difference. But as the fight goes on, you're starting to take more and more damage. And despite your sheer will, you start getting beat back. One thing that you notice is that your armor continues to take dent after dent after dent. It's pretty much crushing your form at this point. He's got your armor wrapped around you like an aluminum can. But just before it can lay down a heavy blow, you raise your fist and it charges a brilliant purple, and you go in for a swing, and just before it hits, you're back in the real world.
Look over at Theo. Can you do that?
So is that supposed to foretell our death or something, or?
You seem to be given one last blow. Who knows if it's if it would work?
And who knows if that's actually our future? It might be another time, place.
We have to.
Things of multi places.
We have to keep in mind that we don't know where this came from. For all we know, it's a malicious. For all we know, it's being like the visions we're being given are from something malicious that wants to scare us. I mean, just because Remy saw an actual future doesn't mean that we all saw. One.
Yeah, but I'm a little puzzled. Ash, you touched it. We saw Remy's. Why didn't we see anything of yours still?
I don't know. Maybe I should touch it again.
Okay.
I'm going back. I'm going back to the fan. You guys can mess around with it or whatever. Just don't try and break it. That's coming from me. Don't break it.
I don't intend to.
How do we break it? We touch it. Ooh.
I don't know. You touch it too many times or whatever.
Who knows? That may be a thing where we should probably stop after I.
Yes, after you do it. Yes.
I'm just back to
I will just say there is a reason why Ash saw Remy's vision. And
oh no!
her own.
Oh no!
See, I'm sitting there wondering.
Oh, fuck. I may as well touch it again, see if we see the same thing or something.
Oh, I'm right here. Let's go.
Let's do it.
You want to hold my hand? No, I'm kidding. That might affect it.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. Ash, you're back at that moment where you see Remy engage Godhand and hit him with her staff.
Mm-hmm.
But this moment is like frozen in time. And as you look in the direction where Godhand was walking from, there is another figure walking, and he is carrying a very green and sickly looking hand cannon.
Oh, lovely.
But you know what the Dredgen looks like. You know his form. That's not the Dredgen.
Oh, Jesus. That is not good. Can I try and just glean any like details that could help me identify him at a later date or perhaps right now? Assuming I am correct.
Your warlock robes look tattered. Like they've been through a lot.
So it would be me then. Okay, that's fun.
It's your color robes, but they are very, very worn and very damaged.
I don't like this. I don't want to play this game anymore.
What do I look like?
Can we see Eros, or is he just somewhere else right now?
Eros's vision was in a different place.
Okay, so
he's not in this vision.
Maybe they're all happening at the same time. Maybe we get separated or something during this fight. Who knows?
Well, remember, in the future, we wouldn't know you, Ash, most likely. If that's their timeline.
Depending.
So, as you guys are making this discussion, you do start to hear the footsteps of approaching people, and Remy immediately snaps her helmet back on.
Yeah.
I just go over to the obelisk and fucking touch it. Fuck it.
Ash and I are standing there. Hey, what was that all about?
Before he does that, I'm gonna.
No, this is even before y'all can react. This is why y'all are talking.
No.
You're getting pulled into this.
I'm like, hey, let's go.
I was gonna say, I want to let Theo know to not let anybody touch the obelisk after we're done with this. After we're done hearing me.
No touchy.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's do what we get.
Oh my god.
You get a pretty good idea what you're going to be facing in this, but you're looking to see it anyway. You're standing in front of Godhand on top of a tower.
Oh.
The reason you can tell you're on a tower is because as you look across the horizon line, you can see the clouds quite clearly. He's standing before you, sparking a little more energy than he was before, and you see this heavier set armor that he's wearing. It looks thicker. It looks like it might be heavier, but you recognize the Yahamkar bones that are wrapped in his armor. And you recognize the sound of that voice anywhere. It's about time.
God, you're still as creepy.
Is he wearing the same armor that he was in my vision? Or is he wearing...
He's wearing that upgraded looking armor in this vision as well.
Okay.
Do you react at all to anything in this?
I told him he's still as creepy as always.
There's no response to that.
Didn't like that. He chose to ignore it. Be the bigger man.
He starts to walk, like, kind of circle, like, sideways pacing. Do you keep distance from him, or do you let him get closer?
No, I'm gonna keep distance from him. I don't want him touching me. He smells terrible. Come on, this man hasn't probably fucking bathed in years.
I like how that's your one concern.
That's the concern, not the fact that he's about to kill you. The fact that he's
unvaccinated.
He's unvaxxed. OMG, Godhand's an anti-vaxxer.
Oh no.
Something way worse than being a genocidal maniac.
He didn't
Not
help
getting
anybody.
your
You
jabs.
think this man's gonna get vaccinated?
This man does not care about other people.
Oh my god.
So, you're continuing to walk this kind of pace around this tower. His posture is seemingly relaxed. Like he knows that you can't do anything to him, and he's not going to take you seriously.
Wait, there's also 2 other people here with me in this vision.
They're seeing this, but they are not. He in this vision is not reacting to them.
We are simple observers at this point.
I'm just standing there, like, okay.
I do have to thank you for giving me the means to create such magnificent armor.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
no.
I gave you a gift?
Oh, you gave me so much more than that. You gave me the power to beat you.
Right. See, here's the thing. You can create as many disciples as you wish and all this. And yet you still lost. You're still your arrogant fucking self last time we seen each other. And yet you're the one that ran away. Just like you did in your past, in your own timeline. Because you wouldn't stand with your fucking allies.
And see, your problem is you're looking at this from a two-dimensional perspective.
Oh,
You
I'm
really-
sorry
you
that
really-
I didn't transcend reality.
You really should think outside the box. You think I ran away From you? No. I specifically said there was a plan B. And plan B went exactly as the way I wanted it. See, you think one plan is just gonna foil everything that I do, but no. I have many, many plans in motion. It's funny, really. I didn't expect to give you hope in our last fight. But now you do. And that's just gonna make it all the more satisfying to do this. He disappears in front of you. You feel something at your back, but before it can do anything, you're back in the real world.
I don't like that. It's not a fun vision. Based on what he said, we need to secure the site. We need to figure out if there's a way to move this thing. We need to get it somewhere where Godham won't be able to just walk through a bunch of Vanguard, walk past a bunch of fucking
one thing
Red
I
Dress
need to
shit.
do is return to Stonehorn.
So as Ash is saying we need to protect this from the Vanguard, Nikon will speak up. Protect them from what?
You and that bedhead.
His helmet is up. You can't see his face.
Oh. I still said it anyways.
We can't.
His head is just
tell him.
sideways tilted at you.
I don't think we can't not tell him at this point, considering.
Oh yeah, and I'm the one that's the snitch.
That wasn't in regards to this thing. That wasn't in regards to this. That was in regards to something else.
How the tables have tabled.
The tables have tabled.
Yeah, we gotta tell them about it.
No, but genuinely, considering they're already here, there's no because we can't risk having them see something.
I mean, we can.
Well, yeah, no, we can. I'd rather not. I'd rather not risk it. And then also, considering what we saw in those visions, we don't want anyone to be able to. We don't want anybody other than us and the Vanguard, honestly, to be able to access this thing. Because I don't know. I don't like the look. I didn't like the look of that armor. Considering what this thing's able to do right now, I'd rather Godhand not be able to make something out of it.
Well, we need to go to Stonehorn to recover that piece of tech.
Well, the question then for that would be, how are you going to acquire dark matter?
Find some more. We did have some left over. Not a lot, but some.
I mean, if you're talking about the portion you didn't use, like you maybe have 15 minutes.
That's still 15 minutes I can beat his ass with.
All right, so, I mean, at this point, Nikon's got a security detail going around, and they're observing the obelisk. Nikon approaches, so, what is this thing?
Well, don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
why would you touch it? That sounds like a silly idea.
Yeah.
I just look at Ash and Uros.
About that, we touched it and we saw visions of a future or the future. Who knows?
They saw grandeur of conquest.
I'm your lord and master.
Viewers, Nikon. So, wait, so this thing, when you touched it, it gave you some vision of a future.
Yes.
Nikon walks up to it. He's studying the obelisk. He's just looking it up and down.
I'm standing right next to him if he touches
Yeah,
it.
no, I was going
Mm.
to approach him and to make sure I could pull him back. We decided to try.
Nikon just looks at you, just like, really?
What? If you touch it, we want to see.
He looks at the obelisk and looks back at you. Wait, it's proximity?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
got pulled into my vision. A few others got pulled in too. It's not just a solo event.
Interesting. He's studying the obelisk, looking it up and down. And you see his ghost pop out and start to scan the obelisk. Fascinating material. Doesn't match any molecular compound that we've come across.
Hey, what happens if a ghost touches it?
I'd rather not find out. That's one thing I don't.
Paradox just kind of turns to you, just like, "Don't you dare!"
I grab him and I just slowly.
Don't you dare!
No, I'm gonna grab Paradox and just like take him away.
No,
Just
he's
be
he's gonna activate his teleport ability,
that is also a good point.
and he's gonna teleport 30 feet above you.
Get out of here, you old bastard!
I'm not coming down until we leave this area.
You know you want to touch it.
No, thank you.
Elias, you were the one who told us to not touch it, and now you're trying to get your ghost to touch the thing that is probably not safe for a ghost to touch. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, how do we know?
Because if this thing were to kill us, our ghosts would probably be able to revive us. If it destroys our ghost, we're fucked.
Who's the most useless guardian here that we can just sacrifice their ghost to this thing?
You know, I'd rather not make that decision.
You know you want to.
So, Nihilus, do you have an assessment on things?
What did you call him?
I don't know, fucking. I'm more or less done.
You called him Nihilus.
Damn, we're
You're
in the
Nikon.
now.
Nikon.
Yeah.
It's not like I have a fucking sheet for this shit.
He has now become the most powerful Star Wars character.
Or a red shirt in Mass Effect 1.
I did a Star Wars session yesterday. Leave me alone.
So Nikon, he's just walking around. He's observing it, and his ghost is making scans of it. It's best not to touch it until we actually know what this is and what we're dealing with. Which is, again, why you shouldn't have touched it in the first place, because we don't know what you saw in there.
I just point at those two.
What? Science.
They're the one that started the trend. I just followed along.
I elbow Ash. Science.
So, monkey see, monkey
literally
do, right?
science.
So science.
Technically, yes.
I mean, the first time was an accident. I wanted to see something else.
We were trying to see if it moved, and it didn't move, and, well...
It didn't move, but we saw shit, and then we just kind of...
Go ahead and describe to him what you saw in there. That's the thing.
Stuff.
Specifically, something that was missing.
The Traveler was missing. It was gone. I saw the last city. God Hand was there. And the Traveler wasn't.
I can agree with that, because I was there. I saw it too.
Again, we don't know exactly what you saw. That might have been a vision from the future. It might have been just a premonition of a future that may come.
I'd rather not risk it. We need to find God Hand.
Agreed. Unfortunately, we haven't had any luck in trying to track him down. Remy will pop up. Her helmet is up, so they can't see her face. And she is using a voice changer as she does this.
Oh, yes, this is... What was her thing? Dark Star?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark
I
Star.
just call her Dark Star. Oh, yeah, this is Dark Star.
Hello, Nikon, sir.
I could barely hear that.
Yes, and
I can understand it.
Well, no, I was saying like
it's
really
quiet. It's
though.
just quiet.
Oh, sounds fine to me. Turn him up.
Turn it up a little bit.
He's already at 140%.
Oh, well, you guys are deaf. Actually, I had to turn you guys down, so... Because I got to get the levels right for...
So, as Darkstar introduces herself to Nikon just kind of nods and goes, "What's the Crucible Champion doing here in the middle of the night?"
We became friends.
We were walking together and we sort of came across this, and our ghosts were curious, so we decided to investigate it. And Remy just kind of like looks over to you guys.
Yeah, and that's when we started touching things.
That's when we start touching things.
You can't see Nikon's face, but you can feel his expression through his helmet.
What?
It is lethargic and just like, oh god, I'm
so done with these assholes.
I was awoken for this.
Hey, we didn't call you. He did.
Yeah, no, we would have happily waited. I would have happily sat on this for at least until morning.
Hey, look, there was some caution tape over here. We could have wrapped it in it.
Yeah, caution tape.
Nikon just kind of like nods and just like, okay, we're gonna secure this thing and hopefully figure out a little more about it.
Just don't let anyone touch it. That's the big thing.
Let everyone touch it.
I'll touch it.
Don't let anyone touch it, because again, we don't know if this thing has like a limited number of uses. I don't want it to break before we can figure out where the hell it came from.
I'll touch it.
Or smacking his hand against it.
No, I'm going to actually like restrain you. I swear to God, dude.
Just put my finger out toward it. I'm not gonna touch it.
Just standing right in front of them. Oh, we're gonna have a problem here.
Traitor.
Touch it. And I touched the touch. Tap.
Are
tap.
you
Ooh,
real?
you were hard. Ting ting ting.
That sounded wrong.
I know. That was not what I was going for either, but his armor.
Nikon's hand just comes up to his helmet, like seemingly to rub his forehead, and he's just like, "Okay, I'm going back to bed."
Okay,
not
Go
allowed.
for
You're already
it.
awake. You're on duty.
No. You guys go find the dark matter. I'm gonna see if I can learn anything else about this. I do want to study it a little bit more, actually.
So split the party.
That is the assumption.
Terrible idea.
Well, he's staying back in the city, so he's not in danger of anything.
Yeah, no, I'm staying with the. I'm staying with the obelisk. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, we're going to Stonehorn. Then.
You guys are actually doing.
If I find out you touch it again, I'm gonna crack your head.
If I find out you touched it again, you bastard.
I lean over to Ash. Hey, tell me if you touch it.
If I find out you touched my game console, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
What's Minecraft? I look
It's
down
an old golden age relic.
I look at the Dark Star. Can't see the quotation in my fingers. Dark Star, because I'm not using her name. Because I'm like, okay. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any dark matter locations in the future, would you?
Seeing as Nikon is left and the crews are just kind of working,
We're probably also walking away.
Okay,
too.
good.
Well, you
Yeah.
guys are.
Yeah.
I'm still over at the.
Yep. So as you guys kind of leave the area, she will drop her helmet again. It's weird having to make a deception of people around here.
Who said you had to?
No. Look, I just have my reasons. It's complicated. So, did you guys want me to go with you to... Where'd you say it was?
Stonehorn, and you might as well see where it all began.
Do we have to?
Elias, question.
I mean, to be fair, like, we can just make it a quick trip to grab this thing. You don't have to stay. Or you don't even have to go with. You can stay with Ash and stay with the obelisk.
I'll stay back with Ash.
Technically, I'm the only one that knows it's there.
I mean, you told
I sent a
the
photo
party
of the sign. I didn't tell them exactly. Only fucking.
They know. I mean, they know it's at there, but they don't know exactly where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, you're the only one who knows genuinely where it is. But like, you've told the group it's in Stonehorn.
And I've been there before anyway, so I mean, it's not like I couldn't figure things out. But as the character, I don't want to go back. Bad memories right now.
You know, since go see Jen.
Yeah, I might as well. But I want to touch it again.
If you touch it, it won't just be your helmet I'm cracking.
Ooh.
DB will chime in. I'll crack your skull too.
Don't you start. No.
Either way.
What we saw in there was scary and very dangerous looking.
No, it wasn't.
DB just kind of looks over you. You saw what he saw, right?
I mean, the thing I saw was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Where's our ghosts? They weren't in there. At least we didn't see them pop out at any time.
Well, I mean, it would make sense for Nova to not pop out during a battle. That would make sense.
But we don't know what happened to them.
Either way, I do agree with Elias. You should probably go visit Jin.
Yes, I'm going to take a bit, and then I might hang back with Ash just to watch what they're doing and see what's happening.
If you're fine with it, Elias, I can go with you to give you at least some form of support if something does happen.
Yeah. Who's all going? Me, Theo, Dark Star, possibly?
Remy, yep.
Yeah, Remy now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I don't know.
All right. So the three of you will depart the city. It'll take a little while to get there, but by the time you arrive in the area, it is actually going to be daytime. So three of your ships do approach Stonehorn. It's a partly cloudy day out. fairly nice. It's about midsummer time at the moment, so it's pretty comfortable. You do approach over the ruins. It looks exactly as the way you left it. There's been no activity in here whatsoever. Do you land in the center of the town?
Just outside the main gates.
All right. So yeah, you'll drop in outside the main gates. You're able to just go right through because the gates are partially opened. And Remy kind of follows you and she goes, "So, you said this place is where it all began. What did that mean exactly?"
It's where we first encountered Dickhead me.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask about that. So, he's an evil version of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be the case.
In layman's terms. And
So,
before you ask, no, I don't understand it either.
Gotcha. Okay.
At least I still have a face that's worth looking at.
I wouldn't know. I guess I've never seen his face.
You know those bones that are on his like body and everything?
You're not missing much.
Yeah, they're impaled in his face.
Well, that's not at all terrifying.
Mm-hmm. And plus, he's an old version of me that looks like a fucking scrinkly scrotum.
Yeah, she just kind of just like interesting choice of words.
I mean, a plum that's been dehydrated? I don't know. How do you want me to describe it?
Oh, like that. That's not how I want you to describe it.
I heard Bork in the background, but I have no idea what he just tried to say.
I said I'd rather not. Fuck, I can't remember what I said. I just said it offhand because I'm ordering like lunch right now.
Just like, I'd rather you not talk about dehydrated plums.
No, it's like I'd rather not. It's like I'd rather not find out.
What? Are plums a favorite fruit of yours?
I do
Are you
like
never gonna
plums,
look at them the same?
no.
And they're just dehydrated scrotums to you now.
Just pick up a plum to eat. I'm just like,
Next time you
goddamn.
look at Emperor Palpatine, just think plum, dried scrotum.
Dried scrotum.
All right.
I'm not even in this scene. I don't know why I'm talking.
So, do you start making your way over to the spot where you buried it?
Yeah. In the rubble behind the sign that I made.
All right. So as you begin digging for it, Remy will go up beside you and start helping you move the rocks out of the way.
So first, I'm moving the sign out of the way, like, and setting it carefully to the side, so it
Okay.
doesn't get damaged.
Okay.
And I guess while they're doing that, I'll be on guard.
Guard dog.
All right. So it takes you guys a few minutes to move the rocks out of the way there, but you do find it. Now, did you place it in like a kind of a lockbox?
Yeah, I kind of thought I would have.
Okay, because I don't remember how you basically put it away outside of it being buried. So okay. So yeah, you'll pull out the box that it is in, and it is now back in your possession.
All right.
Remy just kind of looks at the box and she goes, "So what's this thing?"
It allows me to travel a lot faster, basically to compete with his speed.
She just kind of looks at it puzzlingly, like looking at the box. So she's like, "So is it a weapon?"
I mean,
if used correctly, possibly.
Yeah.
Huh. So, just to understand, you faced off against him with this, but you didn't beat him.
Yeah, because I thought saving the world was more prevalent than beating his ass.
Well, I can't really say on the decision, but
I mean, I should have killed him.
If this is supposed to help us, then I mean, we need every advantage we can get, right?
We just need dark matter.
Well,
I'm gonna shake it to make sure it's still in there. Like, just slightly shake the box.
You hear the metal shaking from the harnesses.
Okay.
She goes, all right, well, and she's just kind of looking around.
You know what? Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, but not activate it. That way it doesn't get stolen from the fucking box.
Okay, so are you putting it on over your ropes or under them?
Under them.
Okay. So you open up the box and you see the harness and the chest piece sitting right there in its nice little slotted spot on the box. So you just pull it right out. Remy just kind of tilts her head and looks at it curiously. This some kind of I don't know what to describe it. It's like some kind of weird chess piece.
I'm gonna activate it for a few seconds, and I'm just gonna fucking basically blink over to the fucking ships. Like, activate it for about a second.
Okay.
Just as an example of how quick I can move with it.
All right. So as you do this, I need you to roll a Constitution for me.
All right. I gotta bring up my stuff.
Protective light.
He moved far away from you.
But if this is during.
So no, I'll just tell you this isn't going to do damage. But what this is going to do is, you moved so fast, and your body really wasn't ready for it, and you immediately just feel like you're going to get sick.
I'm gonna get used to that again.
Yeah, your stomach just did a somersault, and you're just kind of like, oh god.
So yeah, that's the basis of it.
And Remy's just kind of looking around, just like, where'd he go? And just looks at you, Theo. What was that?
Over here.
It just turns in your direction. Okay. That was very fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how else could he keep up with them? He has to be really fast.
Well, I suppose. He just kind of walks over to you, Elias, and he kind of sees you're a little hunched over, kind of be like, and just like, you okay?
I haven't used it for a good bit. You gotta get used to that.
Okay. Well, I guess now we just need to work on getting you the energy for that thing. I'm afraid I don't really know anything about dark matter exactly. I've never even heard of this stuff.
Ironic, your name is Darkstar, and yet one of the things we need is dark matter.
She's just like, hey, I didn't come up with the name. The crowd did. And they only did it because of this, and she points to the emblem on her.
I'm just pointing out the ironicism.
And she just kind of shrugs, just like, sure. So, I guess, where are we gonna find it?
That's for us to figure out.
Okay. And Remy just kind of starts looking around the village. She's just kind of quietly looking around at the damaged buildings and just kind of observing everything. This place was full of life once.
Still technically is, just not the human living.
She just kind of looks at you curiously. How do you mean?
Easiest way to do it is show you. I'm just gonna grab her shoulder and transmit with her inside the facility.
Okay. So a little Goku instant transmission.
I mean, basically, there's no other way to put it.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, all right. So yeah, you guys will transmat inside. And it's dark, so your ghosts will immediately pop out and act as flashlights for the both of you.
And I'm going ahead and assuming Theo came along.
Well, yeah. I need to be able to guard you some way.
Hey, I was gonna say, Theo, you've actually never been in here.
No, y'all came together in the last one.
No. Theo's never been here. It was me and Uros the last time that was here. Or was it... No, it was Bork's... It was Bork that wasn't here.
Yeah. Well, because we came back here so Ash could see it at one point. So yeah, Theo was along during that time. So yeah, everyone in this team has pretty much been aware of what has gone in here and what's inside.
Okay. Except for this character now.
It always just comes back to this place, doesn't it?
Hey, it's a good... Technically, it could be a home base just to piss Uros off.
Don't do that.
Please, no.
So you're walking through the dark corridors. There's some rock debris from everything that kind of happened. But as you walk through, you lead her back into the garden. And as you guys pass the door, some of the lights at the very top of the garden begin to kind of snap on. And Remy's eyes just kind of turn from, okay, what is this, to, oh my god, this is incredible. And she's looking around the garden in amazement. Just like, this is incredible. How do you produce plants down here without sunlight?
Basically, this is kind of what he wanted to do to the entire world, but would have killed everybody.
She just kind of looks around, taking a moment and just like looking at and taking it all in. He goes, I've never seen anything like this. And she kind of steps forward a little bit and starts walking a little further into the garden. Do you follow her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she continues further inward. She's just kind of looking around and observing everything, and you do hear the familiar sounds of the kind of like little birds and things that you do hear inside this forest. There's insects, there's small birds in here. There's it's just seeming like an indoor garden that was just met with life. And Remy's just looking around, kind of beside herself, just like it's completely taken her by surprise. And Sapphire kind of is looking around with her, and Sapphire just turns to her and says, "This place is truly beautiful, but it's artificial."
Mm-hmm.
And Remy just kind of turns to Sapphire and goes, "Artificial?" Sapphire responds, "Yes, this was created by some other means I can't seem to identify."
Dark matter.
They both turn to you. The same energy that you're looking for did this.
Mm-hmm. But from a completely different device.
Yeah.
Dark matter is an energy source.
Remy just kind of turns to you. So, if dark matter created this, do you think it's possible to refine dark matter from this? And she just kind of like extends her hands out and just like kind of gesturing to the whole garden. She's like, "Couldn't we refine dark matter from all this?"
I mean, it would have the resin of the dark matter, wouldn't it?
It would, but the question is, would it work? And the other question is, how the fuck would we do that?
And Remy just kind of approaches one of the larger trees along the path, and Sapphire goes with her and starts to scan the tree. Sapphire will pop up and say, "I might have some ideas about that." These trees are emanating a very unique energy signature. It's very faint and quite small, but might be extractable.
Well, I mean, any little bit helps.
Sapphire continues to scan the tree, and Remy just kind of reaches out and just kind of touches the tree. And you kind of see a little smile come on her face. It feels so alive. Like I can feel its energy in my hand. Sapphire will come back down from the tree and goes, "Well, it's a bit of a long shot, but I think we can build a device that would extract some of the energy from the forest." Sapphire just kind of looks around. I mean, don't get all excited at once.
I've seen enough things that I'm kind of not surprised.
Yeah. And I mean, considering like the trees are imbued kind of with the dark matter, wouldn't that also go for the sap?
Sapphire goes, "I mean, that's the idea. Because if we can extract even just a tiny bit out of the tree sap, we might be able to produce enough to at least keep Elias in the fight."
Man, this is not a funny thought. Being able to go really fast and also really sticky.
Shut the fuck up.
But we would possibly need a bit of an outsider help on getting this. Though at least luckily we have someone.
We have quite a few people. Remember, there's an entire team of scientists.
Well, yeah.
So Sapphire will just kind of pop back into Remy's backpack and goes, "All right, well, We have a game plan then. Let's get to work. And she starts making her way back to the entrance.
You know you can't walk out of here, correct? I say that as she's walking there.
You transmitted me in, I can transmit myself out.
Fair point. So why don't you just do that instead of just walking?
She just kind of looks back at you and looks around the garden for the view.
Fair
and
point.
Keeps walking. Paradox will kind of chime in and goes, I mean, she's got the right idea, but there's still something weird. That vision. He said you gave him a gift, right?
I didn't really give him anything. Not to my
Well,
knowledge.
I mean, yeah, we get that, but what do you think you gave him?
Name
An
besides
idea.
life.
Actually, that might be it. An idea. Because if there's anything more dangerous than a weapon, is an idea. Paradoxal Gentleman, I will help Sapphire gather what we need for parts and everything, and we'll talk to Malachi, see if we can maybe get some teams in here to help out.
Remember, hearts and minds.
Of course. In the meantime, I'm going to gather a sample, and Paradox just kind of moves over to the tree. And you see him start to kind of scan the bark. And Elias, in your pack, what you're going to receive is a sample of tree sap.
Okay. Before we return to the last city, though, there is a place I want to stop and see if it's still operating. Or if it seems to be still operating.
Sure. I think I know where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So at this point, you guys have exited out of the facility and you're making your way down to the colony that was south of Stonehorn.
Making my way downtown.
So as you fly by, doesn't seem to have any noticeable changes to the outside.
All right.
So did you want to go knock on the door, or did you just want to do a flyby just to see if it's looking good?
We'll just... What do you think, Theo? Should we stop in, say hello?
Sure.
Fuck it, we'll go back.
All right, so you will land outside the facility's gate, and you just kind of give a little knock onto the gate, and you hear a voice projected from the speaker. Identify yourself.
It's the Guardian that came by a few months back.
Go ahead.
There's a brief moment of silence. I'll be out in a minute. And the gates will open up a little bit. And that same muscular figure that you ran into first time you were here pops out. And he just kind of gives you like a knowing nod and goes, "Well, you're back. Yeah, something interesting for me."
Mainly checking in to see if y'all are still alive and not dead.
Yeah, we fit around here.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to stop by and do some stuff at Stonehorn.
Oh yeah, that village that got attacked, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible business that was.
Have y'all had any issues with the Elixir?
Oh, it fallen?
Yeah.
Yeah, they come crashing on the gates every once in a while. We push them back.
Fair enough. What's the... Hold on. I'm asking you, Dave. What's the name of the company again?
The company that created the device?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Genesis Corporation.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows anything about the Genesis Corporation. And go, hey, have you ever heard of a Genesis Corporation by any chance?
He just kind of shrugs and just like, never heard of it. Some kind of corporation be running around these times.
It's an older corporation. One that used to make underground facilities and advanced tech.
All we got around here is Zomalon weapons. It's about the oldest thing we got around here.
Wait, so there's no underground part of y'all's building?
I'll show there's underground into the facility, but I'm talking about weapons.
Is there any places that isn't available for y'all to get into?
No, I think we pretty much cleared it out.
Do you want a Guardian to look and make sure there's no hidden areas? Because they have made hidden areas before in their actual structures. I literally look at Theo, and he can even tell you.
Yeah.
And he just kind of rolls his head. Yeah, I might be receptive to you here, but the rest of the crew in here, maybe not so much. Remember, Guardians haven't been so kind to us around here. Some people might not take kindly, especially to, and he gestures to Theo, to the big one over there.
I'm not that bad.
Well, y'all want weapons, yeah?
No, I said we had weapons.
No, I'm saying, do you want better weapons to fight the Elixir?
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but what are you offering?
How about a trade? I get y'all designs for, say, an interesting new gun. And we just take a peek at the facility and see if there is any hidden areas. And if there is anything that y'all haven't discovered, we split it 50-50. Or 40-60. More inclined for y'all. You can take that to your boss.
And I mean, if it's trust you want us to gain, I mean, I'm a blacksmith, so I can also make you some stuff.
Guy just kind of, he's rubbing his chin a little bit, just kind of thinking it over, and goes...
And plus, you can also think about this. You'd be making a connection to two Guardians that you know you can trust.
See, thing is, man, I'm just a doorman around here. I'm security. As far as how anyone else is going to treat you in there, I can't promise anything good's going to happen.
Pass it along. We're not in any rush.
He just kind of rolls his head a little bit and just... I wait here.
Okay.
So, while that goes on, we are going to go back to Eros and Ash.
Fun.
So, you two have been staying with the obelisk, and Vanguard crews have been gathering around it, beginning to do various scans and studying it. No one is touching it. It's been made very clear to everyone, you do not touch this thing. So they're just doing active scans around it. They're they're kind of like waving their hand underneath it, just trying to see if there's like some kind of force there. They're doing all kinds of experiments without trying to touch it.
Very good.
And you guys are just observing all of this while this is happening.
Interesting.
Diving Bell will kind of chime in and goes, so this vision, you don't think that other figure was like a light, like God Hand, like a darker version of you?
I mean, it could have been. I mean, I saw in my vision, that was definitely me. Those were definitely my robes. And I am working on, and that it does look like what I'm working on, so I would bet that that is me. And I don't quite like that. We'll have to see. Maybe Elias came back with the rest of us. The only thing I can't wrap my head around is what could have convinced us to do something like what he's doing. Unless we're all working independently of God Hand in the future, who knows?
It's really hard to say.
Too many unknowns at this point.
Yeah, and until we get something a little more concrete, we're really just grasping at straws. But even still, these are some pretty dire straws we're looking at. Uros, what are you doing while this is happening?
I was gonna go see Jin.
He's just eating out of a jar of peanut butter.
All right, so you left the area to go try and find Jin?
Yeah.
By the way, I will be back. I'm going to get something to drink.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so it's turning morning at this time right now, so you'd be going up to his apartment just a little bit before sunrise.
Okay.
And you just go knock on the door?
Yeah, I might as well.
All right. Yeah, you just give a little knock on the door there. It's quiet for a moment, but then Jin will open the door and just, Uros, haven't seen you in a while. Come on in. And he opens the door for you.
I walk in. What are you doing, Jin?
Living. And you see him kind of walk in, and you notice he is walking with a little bit of a limp in his leg.
How's your leg, Jin?
Homie.
I wish I could say it's getting better, but it's not. But I can still walk, and I can still move, so I'm thankful for that. How about you? I heard about your encounter with the God Hand, but I also heard he got away.
Yes, he did. But we tried. At least we saved pretty much the world again, type thing.
Well, we all are very lucky for that, no doubt.
Yes, I guess we could have stopped him, but we thought that was better.
Well, You made a decision, and we're all still here for it. So maybe it was the right one after all.
I hope so. I mean, learning about some new things here and there, Found the thing inside the city, obelisk looking thing, I guess. It's
An
interesting.
obelisk.
Yes.
Where?
Just around in the city. We don't know what exactly. Other than it's been fascinating to touch it, but we stopped touching it after a point.
He just kind of blinks. It was fascinating to touch.
Yes, we kind of got carried away with it a little bit, but it gives a.
Oh my god, context!
Just Theo transmat backs, bonk, transmat away.
Hey, I wasn't doing anything. But no, you can touch this and it gives you a vision. But we don't know exactly what it does.
Well, that sounds interesting, I suppose. So you're right.
Yes.
But you said it was where exactly?
It's kind of inside the city. Right now we're trying Vanguard's gonna keep an eye on it. One of our team is right there looking at it, examining it, checking it out, seeing what's going on. So far,
He just kind of nods.
So far, it's not harmful or anything, so don't worry. At least that we know of. If anything, it's being watched carefully, just to make sure nothing funny goes on.
Well, it's quite the adventure you're going on these days.
Yes, the rest of the team went back to Stormhorn to retrieve something, so.
And you didn't want to go with him.
No. I figure I'd come here.
Jin just kind of like looks down a little bit and goes, I know it's still very difficult for you, but being upset at a place really doesn't do you any good.
No.
I know it's a place of bad memories. I, among them, share those bad memories. But I choose to remember Stonehorn as it was. Peaceful little town in the middle of nowhere. Good people. Just trying to survive in this crazy world. It serves their memory better to remember it as it was than how it ended.
Yeah. I understand. It's not upsetting me as much anymore. It's more of just feeling sad. That's all.
Well, I don't really have an answer for that, unfortunately, but
Well, enough about that. How about what are you up to, Jin? What have you been doing?
Well, I've taken up a job here in the city, just doing some light construction work. I can't necessarily do much on kind of the leg after all, so my field days are pretty much done at this point.
Make him a guardian, kill him.
So I've just been doing what I can to help serve the people.
Well, I'm glad you are here and you're able to at least still do something. I mean, better than just rotting away and not doing anything.
Still, though, I miss being out there in the wilds.
And you think
It's
your leg is
been a
holding you
long
back?
time. It feels like it's been a long time now, but being out there in the wilds, it just felt like home.
I can see what you mean. Quiet.
Well, I assume you would. You are a hunter after all, so you kind of share that little kindred part.
Yes, I enjoy it when I was out there. And just everything there. But I have to stay focused here right now.
I mean, outside of that, it's just been daily life. Um, go to work, go eat, watch Crucible every once in a while, since there's, I mean, not really much else to do.
Oh yes, I could see that.
You know, I haven't been here very long, but ever since the Great Disaster, it just seems like everyone around here has really, really changed.
Like
People
how?
seem to be more afraid since that revelation against the Hive. And that fear seems quite palpable, even for someone who's kind of an outsider like me.
Mm, I can understand why they are scared. They don't know what's happening.
I
And
mean, they know enough. They know Guardians were killed up on the moon by the hundreds. And the seemingly immortal protectors of the city are suddenly very, very mortal. People are scared. They don't know what's coming, but there is just this feeling that there's something big coming. But no one seems to know really what.
Whoa.
hopefully we will find something out. I mean, if we can figure out what is happening fully, maybe we can do something. Maybe they can even help. Just don't know what.
Well, I know you're already on whatever the case is here with God Hand, so I trust you'll get him this time. However, if there is an opportunity for me to help you in any way, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, Jim.
I want a crack at that bastard who did this to me.
Who knows? You might still get that chance.
He just kind of nods. Oh, where are my manners? Did you want any tea? And he kind of gets up from his chair.
Actually, some tea would sound nice. Well,
All right, and he starts preparing some tea.
out of game real quick. How good of a shot is Jim?
As far as you guys are aware, he was an effective sharpshooter. Because he traveled a lot in the woods, so he was kind of like a guerrilla fighter in that aspect.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Well, I should meet the one of the new Crucible champions. Really cool.
Oh, you met that a new one that's been on the TV lately, Dark something?
Dark Star.
Right. Yeah, I haven't been paying that much attention lately. Just been so busy with work.
Well,
But so you got to meet the new champion, huh?
Yes. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
what's he like?
Well, a lot of prospects in the future. Let's put it that way.
I've only caught in the highlights of some of his matches, and very impressive. Moves very quickly.
Yes. Definitely does move quickly. Thinking about when I had to run after. But yes, I think you'd like to meet them sometime. They're really good.
I mean, it has been a while since I've seen the group. Suppose it would be kind of nice to drop in and say hi. You guys are just staying at your apartments there, yeah?
Mostly. We've been mostly traveling, but this is the first in a while that we've actually stuck around here for a bit. We're doing a lot of research and investigations. We've been to the moon, been to a few other places. So,
You went back to the moon?
well, went back, found some other interesting stuff. Not something we wanted to stick around for.
Well, yeah. I mean, Vanguard kind of banned and prohibited people from going back to the moon.
Well, we went to check out some more stuff, and we ended up leaving pretty quickly. So,
Well, at least you got out of there safely. Things I've heard about what's up on the moon just makes my skin crawl.
yeah, it seems like things are slowly getting worse up there, but hopefully we can figure out what's going on up there too, and maybe slow it or stop it.
Well, considering one figure wiped out a whole lot of you guys, it's safe to assume you're gonna need to find some way to get a lot stronger before you're gonna face whatever's up there.
Well, hopefully we have a bit of a idea how we can do it now. But we'll see how it works.
So while this is going on, Jin will pull out a couple of glasses and pour you a nice cup of hot green tea.
Oh, yes. Actually, sounds really good right now.
And he pours you a cup, and he sits down and pours himself a cup. He goes, I've been having a friend, recent neighbor of mine, she grows these. Says it's really good. Shall we try it?
Why not?
And he takes a sip of the tea. Kind of, not bad at all.
Mm-hmm. take a sip of mine. This isn't bad.
Yep, it's very much green tea with just a hint of honey to it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Jin just takes a sip from the tea and goes, "So, I guess it's been interesting since I've come here. Everyone has been quite kind, and this is kind of weird for me because I've always heard the last city wasn't exactly the safest place to be, but turns out it's might be the most safest place to be." Watching the city grow has been interesting, to say the least.
I mean, with Stonehorn being attacked, a lot of people buckled down here. They tried to grow.
Well, stories of the Battle of Six Fronts has kind of spread around the world at this point, and seeing as this place is proven to defend itself, more people come every day. Which is good because we always could use more workers and skilled laborers, but same time, people don't feel safe because of everything going on. It's a weird dichotomy, to put it lightly, I guess.
True. I mean, the way things are, but the city will grow. More people, the more that are willing to help out. I mean, people keep coming here. It will have to grow.
Of course. So, for brevity's sake, you guys will just kind of have a conversation to yourselves. Ash, you're back with the obelisk. The scientists continue to study it. No one has been brave enough to even touch it at this point because they see you kind of observing everyone, and they're just kind of like, "Oh, okay, yeah, don't touch this person. Might get a little mad."
It's it's a difficult thing because I know exactly. Because the thing is, the reason why the reason why Ash doesn't want to touch it is because she's afraid it'll break or something like that. Because this is a wholly unknown thing. We don't know how it'll react to different stuff. So
Yeah, no, and you're absolutely in the right for feeling that way. So
it's difficult. I'm gonna kind of just ask around about what they've found out so far, I suppose.
One of the scientists kind of walks over and goes, "This is fascinating stuff. The material composition of this obelisk is, well, frankly, remarkable. The density of the material is unlike anything we've ever seen before." And scientists kind of shows you a data pad and shows you this is a chemical composition image that you're seeing here, but you know this from your scientific studies. Seeing this as you read this might be more dense than titanium.
Oh, that's
This
not
is like
good.
some kind of a
Good material
incredibly durable metal. And the scientist goes, the entire thing is just made of it.
Is there any way for us
Solid.
to move this thing? Because we need to get it someplace. We need to get it someplace secure that isn't here.
So we try to move it with just kind of ropes and pulleys and just trying to see if it can move, but this thing's like a rock. It's not budging. So we're setting up containment around this area here for now because we're not going to be able to move it. As far as anything else that we can learn about this, there is one other thing. And he taps on his pad a little bit, and it's like he's sifting through images, and pulls up another image with an energy waveform. And as you're looking at this, it just looks like a solid, like, brick. It's just like, you're not quite understanding what you're seeing as you're looking at this. It's just like, it's like how you see an energy waveform, it, like, it's clearly waves, but this looks like it's just like a solid brick of, like, a energy line. And he goes, it is emitting a rather strong energy, but you know how energy kind of has wave to it. It goes up and goes down, like, you know, the natural motion. This thing is emitting a solid state energy. Where I've never seen anything move like this. It's truly remarkable. And so I've been told that you guys had some sort of interaction with the obelisk and it gave you a vision.
Yeah, when we touched it, we saw. Well, we all saw different things. But there was the constant was God Hand, someone we've been fighting for a while now.
So it's linked to someone you know that might be causing all of this.
He was wearing armor made of the same material in the vision. In pretty much every vision where he showed up.
Interesting. The scientist kind of looks back over to the obelisk and just asks you point blank, do you think he gave it to you?
Sorry, who? Think who gave it to me?
This, what'd you say? Godhand was his name, yeah? Do you think he delivered this to you?
I don't know. He has a plan, I know that much, but I can't figure out where this would fit in, giving us something like this. Especially if he's planning on taking it back. He's not so stupid that he thinks seeing scary visions will stop us from trying to stop him.
No, but it sounds like you're dealing with the foe who might be more than a few moves ahead of you.
Indeed. I don't know. If we can't move this thing, we need to find a way to contain it here and secure it so no one will be able to.
We're already establishing a perimeter so no civilians will be near the area, and we're starting to erect some tents around it so it's not visible to anyone outside the area here either. We're handling things so it will be properly contained. But as far as, again, moving it, unless there's some force or some way to release it from whatever's tethering it to the ground, it's pretty much stuck where it is.
I have no way of. There's no way to interface with it or anything like that at all for me.
Yeah,
This is the worst part of a new discovery, is not knowing.
I find it to be the most fascinating part, really. As you study this thing, the more I learn about it, the more I feel there's just more questions than answers. And it's remarkable. The material's not like anything we have here. Energy signatures, frankly, off the charts, and in many ways, this thing. Oh, how would I put it? It seems so foreboding. Like it's a sign of something. Like it seems more than just some future telling stone. I feel there's more to it. I can't quite put my finger on it yet.
I intend on coming back at some point to continue. Once I've learned more about Godhand's plan. But for now, let's find out what we can find out, and then get this place secure.
Of course. We'll begin all preliminary scans and do a thorough investigation of the obelisk, and should we find anything, I will contact you immediately.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna so Ash is gonna kind of approach the obelisk and inspect it, and then she's considering touching it again. She's gonna decide against it and then leave.
So when you approach the obelisk and you get close to it again, it gives you, even though you're an exo, you feel like a chill go up your spine. Which is a very unique feeling for you because as an exo, you typically don't feel sensations like that in your body.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess that's it for me. She's just
Yep. So Elias and Theo, do you linger around the city at all, or do you just head straight back to Last City now that you have the piece of tech?
This was more Bruce Jerry, so I can't really say.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm just more curious. Are they heading back to Last City now, or are they doing something else?
I wish I knew. Blue.
Sorry, I was here, and we're at more of a settlement than a city.
Well, okay, yeah. So yeah, well,
and we're gonna figure out if there's anything under here because there's more to this facility than meets the eye.
Right. Yep. Sorry, I lost my train of thought with it. Okay, so big guy will come back up to the entryway and
after the idea or proposition of a trade deal, in a sense.
And he just kind of looks to the side, cocked a little bit, and goes, "They'll allow you in. Rest of y'all gotta stay outside."
Oh.
Fair enough.
And he just kind of nods and says, "All right, let's go." And he starts walking in further inside the facility.
There we go.
Remy just kind of looks at you, Theo, and just goes, "Well, they really don't trust Guardians here, do they?"
Mm.
Is that a common thing for people around here?
To my understanding, it's just this place.
By the way,
I don't
as
travel
I'm
much.
going in, a POV does pop up in their helmet so they can see what I'm seeing.
I don't particularly travel much, so I don't really know this much.
I mean, I've traveled a lot, but it's not like I see many human facilities, and I don't think I've ever seen a group of humans so hostile towards Guardians.
They probably have their own reason.
Maybe, but it
I wonder if
seems
there's
very
anything
strange
laying
to
around.
me. All right, so Elias, he leads you down into the facility, and he takes you right into this kind of main hall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fairly large room because you're entering like the inside of a large bunker. So the ceiling to this room is about 20 feet high. Very large room, very spacious. And as you're looking out, you see a sea of bunk beds. And you see a lot of people kind of, some people are working, moving some stuff around. There's some women and children who are tending to the children. There's the sounds of people, a lot of talking. There's some babies crying in the background, and just goes and
Kind of like
yeah,
a normal bunker settlement sense.
yeah, kind of a refugee kind of a situation going on here. And he just turns to you and goes, "So where are you looking?"
What's the least explored places that y'all go to in this facility?
Least explored. I guess probably the basement.
Well, let's start there.
All right, and he'll lead you through the main hall, and you're walking through. There's a lot of chatter as you're walking through between the people there, but you're starting to notice there's some uneasy eyes kind of looking in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the women and children are kind of looking at you, and they look noticeably nervous. Some of the men who are working.
I would say, do I have any like candy on me in a sense?
Nope,
Like
not unless you picked it up beforehand.
Shit. I was gonna say because hearts and minds.
Yeah, no, you had to go shopping for that one.
Yeah.
So you're walking through, and some of the men who are pushing some boxes around, they're turning and they're giving you the look. They're not looking like angry, but they're looking at you and they're taking notice. Yeah, they're a little on edge when they see you walking through, but they see who you're walking with, so they're just kind of like, okay, he's under guard.
One thing I'm gonna do in front of these people. I still have my gun technically in my hands, don't I? I'm just gonna hand it.
It would be in your holster unless you had it out in your hand.
I'm gonna take it from its holster and just give it to the guy that's with me, the doorman.
He looks at your hand, the hand cannon that you hand him.
You mean rifle?
Or I'm sorry, I thought. Yeah, never mind. All right, so you hand him your rifle, and he's observing it and goes, "Wow, it's an impressive piece of hardware."
I notice a lot of uneasy eyes on me, and it's a way to show a bit of good faith that I am not here to cause trouble.
Fair enough. He just kind of takes the rifle in his hand and he's walking with it. And he'll lead you to a set of like a large hallway that has a very large stairwell. And he'll take you downstairs to it. It takes a few minutes to get all the way down the stairs. Like, this is a very deep level basement that you're going into. And you start making your way down, you immediately notice that the lights it's going darker and darker because there's no lights turning on down here. And big guy just pops out a flashlight and he's like, it's this underground warehouse down here. There's a bunch of boxes going from here to, I don't know how far down it goes. But might take a little while to do some searching, but you find anything, you go right ahead and let me know.
All right. I'm gonna send out Paradox to explore also.
Yep. Paradox will pop out and he starts like kind of hovering up so he can get a top overview.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Ooh, okay. We're gonna be here a little bit." And he just kind of zooms off, and you see him begin to scan some of the boxes up at the top shelves. So overall, this will take you a couple of hours to do a thorough scan of the room, or if you're just gonna do like a passive scan of the room, it'd take you about an hour and a half.
I'm gonna do a thorough because I'm looking for anything that is of interest. Even the boxes too, like if they're giving off any signatures or anything.
All right. So you'll begin doing your scan of the area. And we'll go back to Uros. So you finished up with Jin at this point. You guys have exchanged pleasantries, and you're heading back out to the city. At this point, what are you looking to do?
I don't know. I guess meet up with Ash, maybe.
Okay. So you start making your way back to Ash.
Pretty much.
And DB will ping you in your helmet and just goes, Ash left the facility, so it sounds like she's heading back to her apartment. You just want to meet her up there?
Sure. See what, maybe if she found anything.
Okay. So as you start walking through the city, it's morning time at this point, so the morning traffic is starting to pick up. As you are walking through the crowd, you're getting a cold sensation on the back of your neck. You feel like there's something nearby. You're walking through the crowd, and in the crowd, on the very far end, you see a figure that looks very much like the figure you were fighting in the dream.
What's the figure doing? Can I tell that?
Just standing in the crowd, and the crowd is just walking by this person, just not paying any attention to him. It's like time stands still. You feel all the hairs on the back of your neck just stand up. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh.
I was gonna make the joke. Eros has just received the pop-up. Achievement unlocked. New PTSD.
Yeah. Ah, crap!
I'm a time.
I got new
How would you like to
PTSD.
deal with your post-traumatic stress disorder?
Drink heavily. Option 1.
Smoke weed.
Option 2.
Die.
Suicide.
Option 3. Drink and smoke weed. Option 4. Get into a fight. Probably die.
Option 6, murder.
Yeah.
Topia's about to
Option
murder.
6, become a war criminal.
Oops. I don't know what happened. It was all a blur.
No, I need to go to the EDC.
Yes, this is going to be interesting then. I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do next. Okay, never mind. We're going to do this next time. Okay.
So when is the next? Is it legs or is it legs?
All right. So now that we're done with all that, I want to wrap this up because I think we're all exhausted still.
Yeah.
We're all like,
a nice chill.
The caffeine is
session.
wearing off at this
Sitting
point.
on
I'm just
bed.
kind of like, oh God, I'm coming down.
Okay, how about this? I'll do it. It'll be really easy. Look for Space Ghost Dave. His link's down below. The other 3 junkers don't have anything, so don't worry about them. They don't matter. They're
They
just
don't matter.
NPCs that we just have programmed to respond. So,
Hi.
see?
Help me. My family's in trouble.
That's the other
Oh,
NPC.
I'm stuck in a Chinese cookie factory.
Okay, that one sounds fun.
They're
Oh,
holding
God.
my family hostage.
He's got to live on a diet of fortune cookies.
Oh, shit.
No!
And every
That sounds
fortune he
really bad.
opens.
That sounds very terrible.
It does.
It
That's
sounds
why I'm just like,
awful.
oh God, he's stuck in a fortune cookie factory.
Welcome to our next
I don't want
one
to eat
shot.
cardboard for the rest of my life.
Welcome to our next one shot. That will be what it is.
Our
You're stuck
next
in a
one
fortune
shot is
cookie
us
and
trapped in a fortune.
The boys are stuck inside of a fortune cookie factory.
And every
That would be-
fortune you open happens.
No. Oh, so we're in the deck of many things, the factory version.
Yeah, exactly. So if you crack one
I mean,
open,
it's
hungry,
chaos magic incarnate.
Yeah. So it'd be total chaos.
Because you're gonna have to roll a D100 to find out what happens.
And just so
You mean like a
happens, I have one right
D1000,
here.
Technically.
Well, I can do the
Oh,
math.
that'd be even worse. Oh my God. I
I
can't come.
Higher
I
the
can't.
number,
I'm sorry. I
the worse
can't
it
come up with 1,000 things that could possibly happen.
I'll make it up as I go.
You just have to do 500. Just go with
Family
500.
trauma.
I already
Family
got
trauma.
I'd be lucky if I get 100 things that would work in
excuse
my
me.
head.
I'm lucky I can get 2. There we go. Brain's not functioning.
That's why I rely on the tables that are made for me when it comes to chaos magic, because it's just like I'm not gonna remember any of this shit.
Oh, you
I need a
want
table to
chaos?
teach me this.
Okay, I got you. I got chaos for you. Just give me a second. It'll be okay.
I'm pretty
Don't
sure
you
that's my
fucking
role
dare.
I'm pretty sure that's my role in the session. Just straight chaos.
It's all his fault.
Honestly, yeah. I like you just walk up and bitch slap the obelisk.
Hang on, I'm gonna fix this right now. Wham! Where'd it go? It's over there now. You got it to
You
move.
just smacks it so hard it goes to the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gone. Bye.
Yeah, and for some reason, Elias just disappeared.
Oh,
Elias is dead. He's gone.
He just
He is one with the
He
universe.
slaps the obelisk, it goes flying, and he disappears.
He's one with the universe
in-
now.
He's in another timeline. Oh my god. But anyway, yeah, links are down below. This will be up on YouTube soon. I gotta do the conversion crap for it. Hope you all enjoy. Go look for here, stupid page. There we go. Velvet Fang. Here we go. You can tell I'm tired too.
It's a cute moment.
Yeah. Velvet Fang, Dungeons and Destiny content is where you'll find all the stuff. It's all free. So you download all the new stuff because that's what we're operating on. So, I'm not even gonna bother asking the other 3 if they got anything they want to promote because I don't care.
No.
I'll be running a charity event that's called Blue Visor's Broke Fund.
That's all of our fun. So if you want to donate to each of our funds, we'll have Patreon set up specifically for each one of us.
No nudes.
No,
Help
you
a
don't get
poor
anything. You just give
streamer.
us money.
Help us poor streamers out. Every little bit goes to this. Well, that's mine. So that's what
Every
I'm
little
doing.
bit that
I mean,
he
we
gets
run these
goes
on
to
your
that.
channel, so of course it would.
It's just go everything
Every
I'm
little
getting
bit
in.
goes to making fun of more orphans.
Yeah. And it's his orphanage in this whole campaign. So,
Yep. Them poor kids. What's ever gonna happen to them?
kids.
They deserved it.
so
They deserved it, you know?
The guy who established the orphanage
Wow.
is
I
being
didn't establish it. I just help out there.
he gives them money. I knew it. It's a tax write-off. All they are.
Oh shit.
There are no taxes in hell.
There are many taxes in hell. I don't know what you're talking about.
No taxes.
Hey, the
If there's
reasonable
no taxes, hold on. If there's no taxes in hell, does that mean there's taxes in heaven?
Obviously.
What the fuck would God tax
Also,
you
yes.
for?
You know what the fuck he's got to
Anybody who wants to
What does he
sponsor
need?
this,
What does he need
we're more than
funds
willing
for?
to. Please don't listen to them.
God needs funds for
Although
what
this is
exactly?
bad, so yeah.
Oh my god, I can't hit a thing. There we go.
I'm not going to say what I thought because that's going to get me in trouble.
Say it. Say it.
Say
Nope,
it,
nope,
say
nope,
it,
nope,
say it,
nope,
say
nope.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dave's gonna say it
Yeah.
after I stop this stream. Y'all have a good day, good night,
And
good
then we
morning,
can post it in
wherever
the
the hell.
chat after.
Yeah. We're all tired. Bye, everyone. There.